Hey friends, this is Amy here with Beloved Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up my budget for the month of May. So this will be a little bit different than my past ones in that we're still going to be planning on getting unemployment through the end of the month of May for my husband. So setting this one up a little bit differently. It'll look a little bit more like my April has after I made my changes to it. So go ahead and get comfortable and we will get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my bill tracker list that I have. This is something I keep in my budget planner, and this just shows all the bills we have typically throughout the year and then what months they come out. So I did a little pre-planning with these sticker layout pages. So I do have some of them kind of all ready to go just to keep it a little bit less time consuming to show you guys what I'm doing here. So I did already kind of go through this and map out most of our bills for the month, but I'm still going to explain them as I'm going. So the savings challenge that I'm doing for the month of May is to put $25 from our cash envelopes into savings every single Monday. So I put my little goal sticker up on the left-hand side, and then I'm using these little piggy bank stickers on every Monday on my monthly calendar, and I'm going to write $25 in those. Next, I'm going to take my little payday stickers. These are also from the mini budget sticker book by the Happy Planner. I'm going to lay those down on each of our paydays. So I get paid on the first of the month from a couple different of my businesses, and then we are getting the unemployment money every Wednesday. So I've got those down there. Now over on this left side, I'm going to color code the different paychecks. So this first one is going to be yellow. So I'm marking those down. And then I'm also going to use yellow to note which bills are getting paid with that particular paycheck throughout the month. Now I'm going to get out my April budget because we did get a check on the 29th and I'm using pink for those. So I do have a bill coming in on the 2nd that is going to be covered by that last paycheck in April. So I'm making sure that I use that color to carry that over into May to pay those bills. So next up is the paycheck on May 6th, and that one will be purple. So I'm going to write that down and highlight that purple on the monthly, and then I'm going to use these purple stickers to mark the bills that that check will cover through the following week. The check on the 13th will be teal, so again, marking that down on the left side so that I know which check it relates to. I'm also going to put a note here for Mother's Day because that is something that I will need to budget a little bit for. So the check on the 20th will be this green color, and then the check on the 27th will be this coral type color. Then lastly, I'm going to do gray for our sinking funds because there are some quarterly bills that are due that month. So I'll use those to mark when those will be coming out of my sinking funds account. So now I just need to finish adding the rest of the bills for the month. So there's that gray one for the sinking funds that I talked about. And then this rainbow one is what I use for when I have HSA payments that are due for our health savings account. I don't do a separate color for those because it's just the one a month. So I just use that rainbow sticker for those. So I'm filling in those bills, and then we have all the bills mapped out for the month. So you may be noticing that I don't have a mortgage payment in here. I'm putting this one at the end of May because we did forbearance on our mortgage payments. So I'm going to try to make one at the end of the month just so we're not having everything due at once when that's over. So over on this left side, I've put together an area to list out our sinking funds and then put down this have more, do more, live well sticker, which I love to fill that in. So now I'm going to go into my budget by paycheck workbook here, and I'm going to start mapping out our paychecks for the month of May. So first I'm going to do my paychecks that I get in the early part of the month. So I have all of those listed out, and then I'm going to write my anticipated amounts that I'm going to base my budget off of in the budget column. Then I'm going to list out the couple different bills that I'm going to use in that account to cover with those checks, and then I'm putting my mortgage payment over in the sinking funds because I'm actually just transferring that over into savings until the payment is due at the end of the month. So that's why I'm putting it there instead of over under the bills column. I crossed out the debt payment because we don't have any debt we're using to pay that with. So now we will flip to the next page and do the first unemployment check for the first week of May on the 6th. So again, I just write the anticipated amount on there, anything rolled over from the previous pay period that we didn't use, and then I start listing out the different bills from that monthly view that we just put together so that I know how much we're going to have left. I have sinking funds coming over from my sinking funds account, so I'm going to put that as income, and then that same amount will come out as a bill so that it's a wash. So this is as far as I'm going to go pre-planning the weekly budgets, just because I will do the envelopes in those sections the week prior when I actually go through and finish budgeting out every paycheck, just because things can change and I like to see from the prior week how much we actually spent before I send the budget. So I do plan to film some of my budget by paychecks more specifically so you guys can see in greater detail how I go through that process every single week right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I'd love to get your questions and comments below, and don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.